And they made her look like a fucking idiot, and they removed her from Hollywood. She essentially got blacklisted.
That's the story, right? There are certain narratives that are golden cows that you cannot touch, and the vaccine industry has always been one of them.
The thing about that one is we all would agree. I would have agreed. If you got a hold of me 6 years ago and asked me about vaccines, like they're one of the most important inventions in human history. And then you read, have you ever read Dissolving Illusions?
No.
Read that book. All of those diseases had dropped off because of sanitation and nutrition.
Yeah, I've seen the graphs. And the reason why I was talking about Mickey Willis and Plandemic is because the second Plandemic is called Indoctrination. And it's basically a magnum opus about how the vaccine industry, this golden cow, is not just like, it's not just one thing or this thing or one thing. It's a organized group of profit takers that has been growing for decades. And Bill Gates, and he lays out how Bill Gates got into it and is on camera saying how many profits he's made off of vaccines and how great of a business model vaccines are. And vaccines as a concept, great concept, but it is so lucrative if manipulated and corrupted that really evil people started to do really evil things with it.
Also, you have complete immunity to liability.
Yeah, well, they got that orchestrated partway through that sequence because they were starting to get sued like fucking crazy.
Right.
Because there was all kinds of injuries. And so that's how
the Reagan
they lobbied
administration,
that. Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, Reagan passed that act.
They've got to stop that. You can't just give people immunity because then they lie. They lie so they can sell more stuff. And then they get caught like they did with Vioxx, and they only pay a percentage of the profits.
Yeah. And it's not just that you can't give them immunity, it's that you cannot just punish with fines. You have to punish with prison time. Because if you don't punish with prison time, it will never change. Right? But George H.W. Bush, this is one that's not totally declassified yet, but I've been digging deep into it. I got a whole bunch of documents on it, and it's kind of declassified, is that during Vietnam era, we were managing all of the opium production and the heroin production in Laos and in the surrounding area. And it was being sold to American service members to make money for the CIA for black operations. It's because he was brought into that organization with Richard Helms.
No way. That's the reason why his name... Oh, no.
That's why his nickname is Poppy. And that is still not mainstream CIA disclosure news. There's a whole fucking rabbit hole about it. It is kind of disclosed that we were involved in that drug trade somewhat, but it's not disclosed that's why all the Vietnam veterans came home addicted to heroin. And Gary Webb exposed how Freeway Ricky Ross was the outlet for all this cocaine. And holy shit, Freeway Ricky Ross is a crazy story. But then
I've had him on 3 times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude,
had him on
what
recently.
an interesting guy, right?